departure and roster. Thank you. And folks, please place devices into airplane mode for us at this time.
Popping bottle champagnes all night, running up your mouth like it's all fine. She looking like a she looking like a in a skirt tie. 또 뭔데 자꾸 어쩌고 저쩌고 입을 놀리는 거야. 너 혹시나 예쁘다고 질투하는 거야? 그래봤자 타격감은 1도 없을 텐데 시크하고 유니크한 거 그게 나. Every day and night 단 나답게 oh 단 나답게. Every day and night 당당하게 야야야 나 제발 오히려 난 즐긴네 따가운 어텐션은 몸에 떠들어 마음 나 차가운 I'll bring the house down 내 등장으로 긴장한 질투 어린 시선들 그건 이미 패스 날 스캔하는 이 남자 한수 잘해 나였음 벌써 이미 패스 너 뭔데 자꾸 비주얼 거주알 일러 바치는 거야 너 제가 죽으라면 죽는 신용이라도 할 거야? 좀 주체적으로 살아봐 아 인생을 말이야 네가 없으면 잇몸으로 살아야 될 거 아니야 Every day and night 단 나답게 oh 단 나답게 Every day and night 당당하게 야야야 나 제발 오히려 난 즐긴네 따가운 어텐션은 몸에 떠들어 봐
Hello, beautiful people. It's Victoria. I am here on Stanford campus. It's our first day here in the Bay Area. We went to breakfast at a place called Sweet Maple. Sweet Maple? Yes, Sweet Maple. And then we drove over to Stanford's campus and have been walking around the quad right now, which is actually huge. So that is pretty cool. But right now we're taking a little pit stop and we'll be walking around here for a little while. It is pretty hot today, but we're probably going to go down to San Francisco later today, so we gotta look at like the train schedule. We have a car, but apparently parking's difficult, so we are going to probably just take the train in to spend a couple hours there. Just me hanging out in the shade, talking to myself, talking to a camera. Oh, I will show you what outfit I decided to wear for today, if the shade permits. Let's see. There's also a lot of bird poop here. So I've got my white dress on with this little cover up here. I'm wearing my fun socks and my sneakers. I have my sweater, and let me tell you, the journey with this sweater, I washed it with a vest that I own that has like fuzzies, and they are all over all of my clothes right now. So that's awesome. But yeah, it's working pretty well. I've got like biker shorts underneath the dress. And then this bag can fit so much. It can even fit the stand that my camera's on right now, which is great. It kind of sounds like an organ's playing. You think like church is going on or something? my goodness, so tiny.
It's not afraid of people at all.
Nope, it's like, it's an itty bitty bird. Don't get stepped on. I think we're gonna be bird watchers in our old age. We spend a lot of time watching random birds. Hello, it's voiceover Victoria. So I know I mentioned earlier on in the video that we had planned on possibly taking a train from where we were at Stanford University, which is around like the Palo Alto area. But after looking at the time slots, it just really didn't make sense for us to spend an extra like hour to hour and a half of the trip trying to get there by train. So we actually drove, and the rental car was only in my name since we decided not to add a second driver. So I don't really have much of footage of us on our drive up from Stanford to San Francisco. But once we finally found parking, we headed over to the Palace of Fine Arts first because it was getting close to closing. If you've never heard of it, it's just this beautiful open air park with a fine arts pavilion, I guess, building next to it where they do performances and things like that. But you can walk around this park and it's got these beautiful domes and architecture and everything like that. It was just a really beautiful sight to see. So after we finished up at the Palace of Fine Arts, we took a very beautiful walk along this marina to head over to the Fisherman's Wharf, past all of these beautiful houses. What I thought was really neat was these houses all had these big like bay windows that opened up towards the water, and the people would put like their favorite art pieces in the window. I did not get any videos of those as I didn't want to invade people's privacies, but I thought it was really neat that people showcased, you know, what they were, I'm assuming, most proud of. So as people were walking by, they'd be able to see them. It was just really nice getting to see all the houses and just envision how much they must have cost. But we enjoyed this time. It was much, much cooler in San Francisco than it was down in Palo Alto that day. It was like a breezy 70 with the sun out. So people were out and about. We walked past a couple different parks along the way in between the Palace of Fine Arts and the Fisherman's Wharf, and there were just people out and enjoying the sun and having a great time. So that was nice to see. We we're gonna get dinner a little bit later. So my partner's extended family actually lives in the Bay Area. So when we got to the Fisherman's Wharf, I was ready to eat. So we did decide to check out the San Francisco Brewing Company that is in the Fisherman's Wharf, and also get ourselves some little bit of chocolate. We actually got a sipping chocolate there at the Godiva Chocolate Experience. We also continued to walk down towards the pier to go and check out the sea lions, but unfortunately, it seems like this time of year is not the time that they hang out on the pier. So there were no sea lions to see. However, we did go to Boudin, which is famous for its sourdough, and they just have like all of these cute little sourdough loaves formed into like little animals and things like that. So we did end up getting a little bear, which I never got a picture with, but we did taste it. It tasted different to me. I can't really put my finger on it, but we did end up eating it, just not that day because, like I mentioned, we were going to go get food after we left the pier to meet up with my partner's family. And I didn't end up filming anything else that day, so I'm gonna end the video here, but I am looking forward to sharing our day in Napa Valley with you next week. So until then, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!